15 subtle flirting tips if you fear rejection. What's up, fabulous people? It's such a pleasure to have you back with us on our channel. I'm your guide, Kyle, and today we're navigating the exciting yet often intimidating subject of flirting. Do those butterflies in your stomach transform into stampeding elephants at the mere thought of rejection? We've all been there. That's why I've compiled 15 subtle yet powerful flirting tips that make you irresistible without triggering any alarm bells. For those of you intrigued by counterintuitive approaches, just wait until you hear our last two tips. Okay, are you pumped up to transform yourself into the smoothest, low-key flirter? Brace yourself, because we're about to elevate your flirt game to a whole new level. Before we get going, if you love what we do, hit subscribe and join our community. Now let's dive in. Number 15. The delicate art of eye contact. How often do you consider the silent conversations your eyes engage in every day? After all, they are the windows to your soul, your secret messengers, especially when it comes to the delicate dance of flirtation. A well-timed glance can speak volumes, subtly whispering, "Hey, you've piqued my curiosity." But think about it. Have you ever been on the receiving end of an unnerving, unbroken stare? It's far from appealing, isn't it? The key here lies in finding that sweet spot, that delicate balance between the intriguing gaze and a comfortable withdrawal. Do you know that according to a study published in the Archive of Sexual Behavior, maintaining eye contact can actually make you more attractive to others? So go ahead, hold that gaze long enough just to pique their interest, then look away. And remember, a twinkle in your eye can turn that glance into an invitation. Number 14. The irresistible charm of a genuine smile. Next up, the universal language that bridges cultures and breaks down walls. The magic of a heartfelt smile. Can you recall a moment when a simple smile changed your day, or even the way you perceive someone? A warm, genuine smile can be your secret weapon. According to the study from a University of Kansas, smiling can indeed influence social judgments, making you more attractive and trustworthy. Combining this with the art of eye contact we discussed earlier, and you have a recipe for a captivating, flirtatious connection. But remember, authenticity is key. So no plastered grins. Your smile should be as spontaneous and real as your interest in the conversation. Number 13. Unlocking the secret language of the body. Imagine you're in a social setting. The room is buzzing with conversations, but there's one person you're particularly drawn to. How do you subtly convey your interest? The answer is body language. Think back to an interaction where you felt genuinely connected and engaged. What was the other person's body language like? Chances are they appeared relaxed, yet engaged, their body slightly inclined towards you. This indicates openness and interest. If you want to go a step further, mimicking another person's body language can also increase likability and attractiveness. So as you engage with someone, subtly mirror their gestures and expressions. Just remember, it's about being receptive, not intrusive, and please, uncross those arms. Number 12. Authentic compliments. Alright, the 12th subtle flirting tip on our list is paying genuine compliments. Now, I cannot stress enough the importance of the word genuine here. People can easily pick up on insincere flattery, which is a huge turnoff. So when you compliment someone, make sure it's about something you truly admire or appreciate about them. It could be their sense of style, their smile, or even their intellect. The magic happens when your compliment not only makes them feel good about themselves, but also shows that you've been paying attention. Authenticity always shines brighter than any practiced line. Number 11. The joy of genuine curiosity. Ever felt that flutter of joy when someone shows a genuine interest in your passions? It's a subtle form of validation that creates a deeper bond. That's our next tip for you, showing sincere interest in their life. Do you recall a conversation where you felt truly seen and appreciated? What were the key elements that made it memorable? Likely it involved thoughtful questions about your interests, hobbies, or perhaps your weekend plans. Open-ended questions not only show that you're keen on knowing them better, but also pave the way for richer, more meaningful conversations. However, remember there's a fine line between being interested and being intrusive. Respect their comfort and boundaries. Genuine curiosity should never violate personal space. Number 10. Use of subtle touch. Our 10th tip trends on slightly tricky terrain. The subtle yet potent language of touch. It's been scientifically established, like in a study published in Scientific Reports, that appropriate, gentle touch can promote social bonding. Picture this. A light tap on the arm as you both erupt in laughter over a shared joke, or an accidental brush of hands while passing a snack bowl. These moments can subtly underscore your interest, creating a soft buzz of connection. The important rule here is respect and consent. It's essential to be intuitive and respectful of their comfort and personal space. Remember, every individual has a different sensitivity to touch, and even if they like you a lot, some people like to keep their personal space to themselves. Flirting is about sparking interest, not discomfort. Number 9, effective listening. Have you ever had a conversation where you felt completely heard, valued, and understood? Do you remember how it made you feel? It's a powerful feeling, right? This brings us to our 9th tip, harnessing the power of listening. Listening isn't merely a passive act of receiving information. It's an active process signaling your appreciation and respect for the other person's views. Plus, it's a goldmine of insights about their interests, passions, and experiences. Valuable info for exciting future conversations. And according to research from Wright State University, being a good listener hugely increases your attractiveness and likability. So next time, don't just hear, listen, and enjoy the transformation in your relationships. Number 8, unearthing common ground. Shared interests are like invisible threads that weave a bond between people. Whether it's a shared penchant for spicy food, a mutual love for hiking, or a common obsession with a Netflix show, these shared interests provide common ground and engaging conversation topics. And even more exciting, they open up opportunities for future hangouts. Who knows where that could lead? Number 7, tickling their funny bone. Next, we encourage you to deploy the charm of humor. Laughter is a mighty weapon in the area of flirtation. It's a wonderful way to break the ice, create an enjoyable atmosphere, and show off your personality. It shows you don't take yourself too seriously and that you know how to have a good time. And you know how attractive that can be. A shared laugh is a shared bond that can significantly increase feelings of social closeness. You can even create shared memories. You know, the kind that morph into your little inside jokes. So crack that joke, laugh at their witticism, but remember to keep it natural and appropriate for the situation. Be careful not to turn your conversation into a stand-up comedy routine. You don't want to overwhelm the person with non-stop jokes, but rather pepper the interactions with moments of laughter and smiles. It's all about finding the right balance and maintaining a fun and enjoyable atmosphere. Number 6, being confident in your own skin. Confidence, my friends, is incredibly sexy. When you're comfortable in your own skin, it shows, and believe me, people notice. They're attracted to it. This isn't about being the loudest or flashiest person in the room. It's about celebrating your authenticity, embracing your individuality, and expressing yourself freely. It's about standing tall, maintaining eye contact, and speaking your truth clearly and respectfully. It's about being proud of who you are and not afraid to show it. Being confident also means being genuine. Don't pretend to be someone you're not just to impress the person. Remember, every person is unique and has their own charm, and that includes you. Embrace who you are and let your true self shine. Number 5, giving and taking. Do you ever feel like you're the one steering the conversation, but they're just along for the ride? Remember, flirting isn't a monologue. It's a dialogue. It goes without saying, when you show interest in someone, you want them to show interest in you in return. If you're always the one initiating the conversation or asking the questions, it might come off as desperate or too pushy. Pay close attention to their response. If they're engaged in the conversation, keep it flowing. If they seem distracted or disinterested, it's okay to step back. According to social psychologist Dr. Susan Campbell, reciprocal self-disclosure can significantly enhance closeness and likability. So give them space to share your thoughts, ask questions, or change the topic. You want to establish a balanced dynamic where both of you feel comfortable and engaged. Number 4, showing empathy and understanding. Our next tip is all about empathy and understanding, the kind that forms invisible yet strong threads of connection. When someone opens up to you, shares a bit of their world, it's a gift of trust, a display of vulnerability. Research suggests that empathetic responses can foster emotional connection and trust. So when they share their stories or express their emotions, acknowledge their feelings. Let them know that you're there, not as a problem solver, not as an advice dispenser, but as a compassionate listener. This tells them that you're not just there for the easy breezy chats or the laughter-filled moments. You're there for the deeper, more meaningful exchanges too. And that, my friend, is a powerful message to send when flirting. Number 3, respect, the cornerstone of all interactions. Respect. It's something we all appreciate in our interactions, isn't it? Yet it's so easy to overlook when emotions run high. Regardless of how much you're into someone, respect should always come first. This includes respecting their personal space, their feelings, their choices, and their boundaries. It's about understanding that no matter how comfortable you might feel with someone, they might still need some time and space to feel the same way. Additionally, be aware of your words and actions. Avoid making inappropriate jokes or comments that might make them uncomfortable. Instead, focus on building a healthy and respectful interaction where both of you feel valued and appreciated. Flirting is all about expressing interest and creating a connection, not making someone feel uncomfortable or objectified. Being respectful and considerate shows maturity and kindness, qualities that are attractive and endearing. It's a subtle yet powerful way to show that you're genuinely interested in them as a person, not just as a romantic interest. Treat them with kindness and respect, something everyone deserves. Number 2. The gentle tease. You know how we playfully banter with friends we're close with, right? That's the gist of this one. Lighthearted, gentle teasing can signal interest, display your playful side, and show them that you're comfortable enough in their presence to joke around. Keep in mind, though, the emphasis is on gentle. You want to make them smile, not feel attacked. Pick a subject that's amusing, maybe a quirky habit they have or a goofy story they've shared. This strategy works like a charm to break the ice, inject some fun into the conversation, and more importantly, give you both an inside joke fostering a special connection. Number 1. Leave them wanting more. Our last tip? Hold back a little. Find that sweet spot between revealing enough to keep them intrigued and maintaining a dash of mystery. Ever read a book you just couldn't put down because you had to know what happens next? That's the effect we're aiming for. Keeping some cards close to your chest doesn't mean you're being deceptive. It just means you're not laying everything out on the table in one go. According to a study in psychological science, uncertainty can increase romantic attraction. So consider this another tool in your subtle flirting toolbox. Let the story unfold naturally, keeping the conversation engaging and the intrigue alive. And there we have it, folks. Your roadmap to mastering the art of subtle flirting.